To the LaMor Show. Listen, you all, I am so excited to be back on today. You hear me? We have an awesome lineup that's going to be coming out in our next season. Listen, we have guests that are lined up that's going to be coming on. We have singers and all different types of ministry that's going to be going forth on the LaMor Show. Counselors that's going to be coming and sharing with you their knowledge. I am just excited for the next season. So just stay tuned in a couple weeks. And I'm telling you, you don't want to miss the LaMor Show. But you know what time it is. It's Hello Me time. Well, it's not personal. It's spiritual, baby. Now listen up. I was at home and I was just thinking on the goodness of God. You know, everything God has been doing in my life. And faith just popped in my head. I mean, in the things that God is about to do, not only in my life, but in your life. I made a post on Facebook, and I made the post because I don't even remember what I was doing. I was doing something in the house, and it popped in my spirit, and it said for me to post, stop making vacation destinations home. And I was like, wait a minute. Stop making vacations destinations home. Sometimes God wants to move us to a different place. He wants to bless us, but we are so comfortable in the place that we're in and we get stuck. We don't want to move. You know, sometimes we go on these vacations and it's because it's so nice or, you know, it just feels so good. We just want to stay there, but you can't stay there. You can't stay there because that's not your home. You got to move when God say move. And sometimes, you know, he has us to move in ways that we don't understand. Sometimes it don't always make sense. But that's when we need to trust God the more. And we need to have faith in him. Now, I'm telling you, God has been moving in my life. He's been doing different things for me and my family. And I know God is not a respected person. If he did it for me, he can do it for you. But you got to have faith. You got to have faith. And it don't take a whole lot of faith. You know, I remember the old saints, they used to sing this song that says faith, faith, faith. Just a little bit of faith. It don't take a whole lot. Just use the little you got. And that's what God is requiring for us to have faith, to trust in him, trust in his power, trust it and know that he is God. It says stand still and know that I am God. You hear me? You got to know that he is God. You got to know who he is in your life, even when you can't see it, even when you can't feel it. You got to know he is God. And all things are working for your good. You hear me? Sometimes God would take us and it seemed like we're being stripped of everything. Seems like we go down before we go up. And I made another post on Facebook because I'm telling you, God was just giving me different things. And he painted this analogy to me of someone diving in deep water. Because some of you all have businesses, you have things that God has laid on your heart to do. Because you don't have the resources, or you think you don't have the resources, you think that you're not qualified to do it, you tend to shy back. You haven't jumped out in the deep. You haven't stepped out in the deep. But when he gave me this analogy or painted this picture, it was a diver diving into the water, someone jumping into the water. And when I saw it, it's like I saw it as clear as day. And it was like when they jump in the water, it seemed they got to go down. Whenever someone jump in the water, they don't just stay on top. They actually go down in the water and then they come back up. Sometimes when you're jumping in unknown territory or you stepping out on God, it seems like sometimes things will get worse before it get better, or things are not lining up and you seem like you're going down, like you're sinking. But if you just stay there and pedal and you just trust in God, you're going to come back up. But the thing is, you can't panic. See, that's when someone begins to drown. That's when someone begins to go low, when they begin to panic and they begin to drown and begin to go down. See, you can't panic. See, it reminded me of the story in the Bible. When Peter was walking on water and when he took his eyes off God, what happened? He began to go down. He began to sink. But as long as you keep your eyes on God, you keep your eyes and you begin to trust in him, you ain't going to go down. He's not going to let you fall. They sing a song, he's not going to let you fall. He's not going to let you fall. So I just want to encourage you on today to keep trusting in God. Keep trusting in him when you can't see it, when you don't feel it, even when other people don't even believe in you. When they just say, you know what, you know you crazy. Now you really think you can do that? Tell them, yes, I can. Yes, I can. And let me tell you something, when people tell me I can't do something, that makes me want to do it a little bit harder. God, show me, give me the knowledge and how to do this. Because let me tell you something about me, if I may share this, and I will. I would never claim to be the smartest. All right? But see, in all my degrees that I accumulated throughout my life, when I finally did get them, listen. Listen. It wasn't the degrees that taught me really hardly anything. I'm going to tell you something. I would lay down at night and I would say, God, you got to show me how to do this. And God would take me and he would show me things in visions and in dreams. And I would wake up and I would have the plan that I needed to embark on the journey that I was trying to do. Whether it was something as simple as even enrolling in school and getting money for school, whether it was setting up a studio or equipment, God showed me everything I needed to do. I would draw it out on a piece of paper. And sometimes I give it to my dad, or I would give it to my husband and say, here's the blueprint. This is how you need to hook it up. This is what you need to do. Because God showed it to me. I'm not telling you not to get your education. I'm not telling you that. But God is the source of everything. I can tell you it's been times where I can truly say I didn't qualify for a lot of jobs that I had. But it was God that opened the door for me. It's not your, yes, hallelujah. It's not your degrees. It's not how much you know. And I know people say, well, it's who you know. Yeah, it is who you know. Whatever you connected to the right source, and that's God. That's all you need. And I just want to encourage you on today. Keep moving. Keep pressing. Don't stop. Because God has something greater in store for you, for me, for everybody. But you got to trust him. You can't doubt him at all. You cannot doubt him. You got to put it in his hands. All in his hands. You got to let him lead and guide you, even when it don't make sense. And I'm going to share this little testimony. I know you all seen a post that was on our Big Life Small Hiccups page, the Morrisette page. But God spoke to me and he told me to do something, and other people would probably thought, that's crazy. You're going to sell your house and move into an apartment with 3 kids, with all that stuff that you have accumulated, and then go and get another storage place to put your stuff in. It seems like you're paying out more money and you're not gaining from it. But like I told you, sometimes you have to go back in order to move forward. You got to go down sometimes to come up. And God blessed us. He really did bless us because I followed what he told me to do. And I had an awesome team behind it. And that's another thing, surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded, who are encouragers, ones who will tell you, hey, baby, you got this. Yes, listen to the voice of God, not the ones that sit there saying, you know what, you stupid. You're not going to make it. Them are people you don't want around you. But I had a awesome team around me of people, body of believers that was in my home, my husband, even my children was encouraging. My mom, my mother-in-law, my sisters, they encouraged and said, you know what, we're going to stand with you. That's what God said. Then go out and possess the land. You need people around you that's going to help you keep your faith in God. Because alone, I'm telling you, the journey, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're not going to get down sometimes. You're not going to get weak sometimes, because we are human. We are human. And life be life. And you're not God. So sometimes when we're in this flesh, because we don't walk around in the spirit 24/7. I don't care what you say. You don't walk around in the spirit 24/7. All right? So life be life. And sometimes that flesh would come on and it would say, hey, you need to do this, or you need to do that. You need to do this. But when you got people around you, they can say, you know what? You need to listen to God. And they can give you scriptures and they can help build your spirit man back up. That's who you need around you to help you in this faith walk. Everything when it comes to God is a faith walk. Your salvation, your blessings, everything is a faith walk. So I just want to encourage you on today, keep your faith in God. God is about to do some things for his people. I know the Bible said he reigns on the just as well as the unjust, but I'm going to tell you something. It's my season. It's your season. But you got to have faith and know that it's your season. I can sit here and tell you all day long that it's your season, but you got to know it's your season. And you got to keep your faith in God. Keep your head up. We're going to go to a little short commercial break, but when we return, I'm just going to leave you with a little song about faith and having faith in God, because God can do anything but fail. I want you to keep that in your spirit. And until the next time we meet on the LaMOR Show, I want you to keep the faith. We're going to go to a little short commercial break, and we'll be right back.
It won't be long now. 2025, Holy Convocation, Pentecost, whatever you got to do, get your hotel, get your reservation. We want you to be here singing, dancing, shouting, prophesying, whatever you need, it'll be at Convocation. We're inviting you, 71 Thompson Boulevard, Chickasaw, Alabama, 2025, Holy Convocation. Be blessed.
The devil tried it, but I'm still with it. Let's go, 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 let's go.
All right, all right. Welcome back to the MOR Show. As I told you, I have a song of encouragement that I want to leave with you about faith. If you would like to be on the MOR Show, I want you to go to www.iamthemore.com and click on Be My Guest and fill out the form. I will be excited. I'm so excited to bring on new guests on the MOR Show. Also, I want to mention the Fusions book. They was on my show once before. Please visit www.d-fusions.com or www.dmorrisette.com, morrisetteco.com, and check out the young people's merch, okay? They have books, they have clothing, they have a lot on their webpage, www.morrisetteco.com. But right now, we're going to listen to Faith, and until next time, be blessed.
That sees the invisible, expects the incredible, receives the impossible. Faith that can conquer anything. Faith that knows my problems. Faith to know that God can solve them. Faith to ambition my freedom. I have a faith can conquer anything. Faith to reach the unreachable. Faith to fight the unbeatable. Faith to move the unmovable. Faith to stand the unstandable. I have the faith that can conquer anything. Oh, faith to reach the unreachable.